really, I think what ties our two guests together today are that both of them happen to be pretty YouTube famous. I don't know if our folks watching know this. First of all, go check out their YouTube channels. By searching their names, you guys can very easily find them. But one thing that both of our guests have done that I think everyone who probably attends Harvard is familiar with is the college admission reaction video. So those are, for those of you who aren't familiar, the videos where we react to our admission decisions. And I want to go to each of you so you can describe, first of all, what was it like not only opening those admission decisions, but then also having a camera and realizing that this is probably going to be put on YouTube someday?
I would definitely say that it was a very unique experience. And I think you're right that it is a pretty quintessential shared community between the Ivy League groups, especially at Harvard. Seems like anyone who just sets up a camera and records themselves opening up college decisions these days tends to have some decent amount of success on YouTube. And definitely that's kind of been the experience for myself as well.
Sure.
In terms of making the video itself, it was certainly an odd experience because it was not how I ever envisioned it going with the circumstances of the pandemic. And you can kind of see that in my video itself, as my first videos are opened alongside tons of friends and family, and my last couple of the IVs are all opened just in my bedroom with my family members. Um, and it was also surreal to um, kind of put yourself in that position. I always knew I wanted to record those memories, if not to post it, just to remember them, especially watching all of the experiences of others online and getting excited seeing those. But it was certainly something I'm glad I did because I love to go back and watch that moment of opening that admissions decision and the excitement on mine and everyone else's faces.
It's awesome.
Yeah, my kind of story is kind of similar, I guess. I started my channel about 6 or 7 months before I had my reaction video up, but I knew going into like the whole YouTube journey that I wanted to do one because I was just like so obsessed with them since like middle school, which I think most of us are. Like we've watched tons of them. The ones that go like super viral, we're just like, wow, like that's so crazy. And I knew that I wanted to like contribute my own experiences to that space, especially when it comes to like representation and showing that like being from the South and being Black and stuff, that like you still can apply and get into like all these crazy schools.
Right.
And so yeah, that was something that I was like really wanted to do. And I think filming my video was actually kind of not how I expected because I found out about like my most like crucial, like I think Harvard and Duke I had the most like intense reactions, and I didn't even like record them because I found out kind of in like unconventional ways. And
Mm,
so that kind of was unfortunate for video purposes, but I still like included my own little DIY version in the video so people could
sure.
see. um but I think filming was honestly kind of fun. Like it was a little like nerve wracking because like what if I don't get in? I'm like recording myself getting rejected. That's kind of sad. But everyone has to take those L's. So I just kind of like went through it. And it was really cool. Like I was to like look back on it and kind of that was like the reward for all the years of like craziness. So I'm definitely glad that I did it.
Melissa, did you record yourself?
I did, but
Ooh.
I can't say I seem to hold the same feelings for mine because I literally just stared at the camera and I was like, and then I just ran out of my room. And so it's funny looking back on it, but when I think about it, I'm just like, why do I look so emotionless? Like, I will say I definitely cried and like hugged my parents like a long time afterwards, but the initial shock was just too much for me.
Is that video on YouTube, Melissa? I'm just curious.
Oh no, no, I do not have the. I commend you guys for putting your like being bold and putting your videos on YouTube because I could never. So.
We will find that
I think
video and
we
it'll get
definitely could.
online somehow.
Yes, we think we should.
Oh, oh, I'm gonna pretend I do not see
Look
that.
out for a leak of Melissa's acceptance coming to a
Soon.
podcast near you soon.
Tyler, Kristian, are you guys still making videos while you've been on campus?
I have been. I first made a Harvard move-in vlog, and since then I've been working on two or three other projects. One of which has been a sort of mini documentary, a more serious thing than the usually goofy, wacky, not really pre-planned stuff that I would usually publish about student life during COVID here at Harvard for the freshmen who did decide to come to campus. Sort of similar to the issues that this podcast talks on. And I've been finding a lot of interesting things from the people who I've been interviewing and from those who I've been talking to. And the most meaningful of which I think was a remark that somebody made about what they think has been the best part of this experience so far, which was that in 20, 30, 40, 50 years down the line, when alumni from the class of 2020 at any university meet each other, typically it's like a happy experience to meet someone who is an alumni from your university, and even happier if they were from your same class. But for us, when we meet someone from the class of 2020, we'll share a really deep bonding experience. It won't just be that surface level, oh, did you know this person who was on this team, or did you do this club? It'll be, oh, where were you during the pandemic? Where were you on campus? How was your experience? And I know the trope of these are unprecedented historic times is super exhausting right now, but I think that was a pretty helpful way to actually put in perspective that this will have there's going to be a time in the future where we're going to be looking back on it and remembering each other as the people who shared a common experience, which is meaningful to me.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
right. I mean, it's like we had like, and Matt, it's like our senior year, I think. Were you guys able to have a prom, or was that canceled for you guys as well?
I didn't
No
have a
prom.
prom, but we were able to have a graduation. It was like you could bring two people situation, and we had it like outside, I got a football stadium, like social distance. But yeah, I mean, I'm grateful for that, but we didn't have like a prom or like any other senior events.
Sure. And I'm sorry, Kristian, I interrupted you, but yeah, you were saying.
No, you're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely I have a lot of content that I made before, like before I left home, and then like in the first couple of days that I was at Harvard. It's just a matter of getting it up. So it's coming soon. If you're listening, hopefully it'll be out by the time you watch this. School definitely caught me a little. It kind of jerked me back, but I'm now like kind of getting a little idea of how to manage my time better. So yes, I plan to make content while I'm on campus. That's the goal. That's the dream. So coming very soon.
And to everybody who's watching, at this point in the video, and also you'll find it in the description, we'll have links to both Tyler and Kristian's channels. So you should absolutely go. Make sure you like, subscribe,
comment, subscribe,
absolutely.
Hit that bell, all the
Absolutely.
things.
Yeah, make sure you
commit aggravated assault on that like button. This video too.